And Laurie Dietz with Carrington Chamber joins us right now on the Carrington Cardinal Community Chatter program, brought to you by the Carrington Chamber and CVB. And we check in with Laurie once a week, and she lets us know what's all happening with Carrington. So thanks, Laurie, again for joining us here. And happy first week of April, and happy snow, lots of snow out there, huh?
Yes, but the sun's shining and we know it isn't going to stay long.
Right, yeah. Yeah, that's a good
Those
thing. Yep.
those snowmen are going to be falling over and melting right down. So
Yeah.
we needed the moisture,
Yeah.
but it doesn't amount to as much as it would if we had nice rain for a day or two. But
Hmm.
we get what we get. So yeah, lots of stuff coming up in Carrington, playing this weekend. Actually playing for 2 weeks is the Minecraft movie. So I'm sure that'll have a lot of they'll have a big run here in Carrington that's just released, so that's nice. Cows and Coal Creamery Cafe is open on April 12th from 10 to 3. And also there's a dairy tour that same day at 10:30 a.m. So have a chance to drive out to the country and stock up on your goodies. And if you haven't been to the dairy, of course, it's always a great adventure to go over there and see that operation. They do a fantastic job. Foster County Public Health is having their National Public Health Week, and that's April 7th to the 13th. And so they have a few things going on. They're doing a food drive for our Carrington Daily Bread. So the 7th through the 11th, you can donate over at the public health. And then if you do that, your name is entered into a drawing for a prize basket. So if you're going to donate that week, it's a good chance to donate over at the public health, and then you get your name in a basket or in a drawing for the basket. Also, they have open house at public health, and that's going to be on Wednesday, April 9th in the afternoon. You can come by and enjoy a treat and sign up for a drawing there too. And let's see, we have a blood drive coming up next week on April 14th. They are holding that at Trinity Lutheran Church. It's the Lions Club is sponsoring that, and they need 78 donors. So if you are someone who likes to donate blood, that's a good chance to get into that blood drive. And they'll be at Trinity Lutheran Church on the 14th from 11:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. So if you don't know how to sign up, give me a call. We've got contact for Vitalent and all the information on how to do that. Signups have started coming in for the citywide yard sales event that'll be taking place on May 31st. We have all the sales sites and a map and everything ready to go on Friday, May 30th. So if you want to be included, just $5 gets you listed, and people come from all over for our citywide yard sales. So it's a good day to have one. And then I just wanted to mention, we have so many job openings in our community, so I thought I would highlight a couple today. Over at the High Plains Equipment, they are looking for a service tech, a precision specialist, and a parts counter person. And 813 Sales, just located right on 200 there on the west side of Carrington, they are looking for a CDL driver. And that's seasonal, but could turn into full-time. So if you have questions on job openings or any of the events I talked about or the goings on, give me a call, 652-2524, or shoot me an email to chambergal@dactyl.com. And of course, you can always stop by and visit at 871 Main Street.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, Laurie. We appreciate it. And yeah, well, those citywide yard sales are coming up pretty quick next month already. So
Yeah, we have people signing up already. So, when the temps get a little warmer, everybody thinks, oh, I've got to clean out this garage, or oh, I got to get my spring cleaning, and kind of start digging in those closets. And it's always a good feeling to get that done. And then I don't have the dates yet, but I had somebody ask me the other day about the dates for the city landfill, where you can take things out there spring and fall. And we'll have there's always in May, but that'll be coming up too for people to maybe haul some stuff out there and at no cost for city
mhm.
residents. Yeah.
Yeah, always good
Yeah.
to get that clutter kind of out of the way and gone. So
Yeah. I'm a
anyone
pack
else?
rat, so it's always a good feeling to do it. But yeah,
Yeah.
too many decisions. Should I keep it? Should I sell it? Should I give it away? Should I throw it away? What should I do with it?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Not like that at your house, though, is it? I'm sure
No,
not.
no, no, no.
All righty. Well,
And
you have a
yep.
great weekend.
Yes, you too. And thanks again. And we'll check in next week, Thursday. So,
Terrific.
all right. Yep. We'll see you.
Discover the charm of Carrington, where community and character come together. Our vibrant community is full of welcoming smiles and unique experiences, from delicious dining and one-of-a-kind shops to lively events and beautiful parks. Join us in celebrating the best of Carrington, where every visit feels like coming home. Come visit the Carrington Chamber and CVB office to learn more about our wonderful town and its amazing businesses. Explore Carrington today and experience the warmth of our community. Hey sports fans, tune in to YourLiveEvent.com for all the action-packed Carrington Cardinal games, streaming live and free. Catch every thrilling moment with our live coverage. Listen to the play-by-play and watch the games unfold right on your screen. Plus, if you missed any of the excitement, don't worry. You can catch up on all previous games at YourLiveEvent.com. Check out the full schedule and never miss a moment of your favorite local Carrington games. Stay tuned and let's go Cardinals!
And right now on the Carrington Cardinals Community Chatter program, right here on YourLiveEvent.com, we got Scott Buchholtz, and Scott is the secretary for the Carrington Kiwanis Club here in Carrington. And we check in with Scott here, and he lets us know what's all happening with the Kiwanis Club. And the Chatter program brought to you by the Carrington Chamber and CVB. So we appreciate that. So thanks again, Scott, for joining us here. And what's all been happening? Sounds like spring is, spring is here, and we're getting ready for summer soon, hopefully, right?
That's right. Get the lawnmower out and do some mowing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice riding the lawn, cutting the lawn again. So,
Yeah.
but let's see, Scott, let's talk about the Kiwanis now. You made some donations previously, right?
Right. And thanks for having us, Greg. Enjoy being able to share this with the community. We have made some donations since we last spoke in December to youth organizations in the community, such as Dollars for Scholars, which we always donate to. We also sponsor and made a donation financially to support the Kiwanis Lions community track meet, which I believe is held in the summer. But they pursue commitments to support the monies behind that, and we support that. So we made that donation. And then more recently, we just made a donation to the CHS, the Carrington High School FFA group, that is going to Scotland, I believe, for livestock judging and a cultural experience for them. So yeah, this quarter we've total donations $850, which is about on par. $3,000 to $4,000 a year goes back to the youth in our community. We don't use our monies for anything other than supporting the youth. So.
Sounds good. You got a raffle? Is that going on right now, or is that coming up?
Yes, by the time people see this, it will have happened. And we just want to thank the community for supporting that, because that is our major fundraiser each year. And there's $4,000 in cash prizes given away on April 2nd. So,
okay, sounds good. And then you're gonna be giving away some scholarships coming up in April at Honors Night here in Carrington, right? I think that's April 22nd.
yes, our Kiwanis Club is each year has supporting scholarships for the arts. So we offer 3 scholarships selected by the teachers in the Carrington High School system, 1 each for chorus, band, and art. So those 3 categories, a student will receive a scholarship from the Kiwanis for whatever they're doing after high school, for college or whatever, but it's a cash award. So, and we're happy to do that. You often see, and we also are involved in, let's say, a scholastic scholarship at the Kiwanis district level. And we've had winners the last couple of years awarded to students in the Carrington High School system. But we have not heard that announced to us yet from the district. that is typically about a $700 or $800 scholarship, and then we always add some money to that to make it an even thousand to help those students as they pursue their college or postgraduate studies. So yeah.
Okay, good deal. That sounds great. Awesome information there, Scott. We appreciate it. And anything else before I let you go? Any, meetings? I think you meet once a month, right?
We meet the first and third Wednesdays of
Okay.
each month at the Chieftain at noon. And what's great about it is there's a broad spectrum of people that are members of Kiwanis within the community, and we always, or almost always, have a presenter at these meetings. So we get to hear from other organizations or other new people in the community, such as I think in this last quarter we've heard from Lauren Staten, if you've met her, Greg, or not, but she's a new physician assistant at the CHI Health Center, CHI Alexis Health Center here in town. Exciting to hear from her. She's excited to be here. We had Jade Volk, who's a local resident, speak about the Bio Girls program, and we support that and offered her a commitment that we would make a donation as they secure their scholarships essentially for this coming fall. So we didn't make that donation yet, but we will when she's in the rounding up money mode. And then we heard from our own Superintendent Janelle Helm. She's a member of Kiwanis, along with Connor Weber, Principal Connor Weber, and Principal Jenna. But Janelle, spoke about a recent AI, artificial intelligence conference that she attended, and how that will and is impacting education and business. And yes, the Carrington school system is going down that road very quickly to use that tool, not only to benefit the system, but to train the students there how to use that as a powerful tool that it is. And then, as I mentioned, we made a donation to the FFA, and we had some students from the FFA and their leaders, Mrs. Hanson and Mr. Becker, speak to our club. And then I think one of the last ones was Project Ignite Light, which you may or may not have heard about it. They're not from within our community. They were started in northeastern North Dakota, but they support children who are in a moment of crisis in their life, typically had abuse or maybe even worse, sexual abuse, but they were taken out of their homes. So they offer services, let's say, to them, and we do support that group as well. So they were passing through on their way to another session in Minot, I think, and stopped here in the central city as we invited them and spoke to us. So our presenters are always interesting, always something within the community or something that maybe we might be interested in helping out with, so. Usually we have a legislative report, and we used to when Chet Pollard was in politics, but we haven't had anybody there with them yet, but hope to do that. So.
Okay, awesome. That's great information. Thanks, Scott. We appreciate it. And if you want to become a Kiwanis member, just reach out to you or any Kiwanis member, correct?
Correct. You can reach out to me. You can reach out to Laurie Dietz at the Chamber and Economic Development Office. Dwayne DeCray is our chairman. Deidre Austin is our treasurer. But there's a lot of people within the community, or you can just stop by. First and third Wednesdays, we meet at the Chieftain, and we have a conference room there. So.
Okay. meetings are about an hour or so, or I suppose it depends on the presenter or whatever.
Yep, lasts about an hour. Yep.
Okay. Awesome. Well, sounds great. Thanks, Scott. And let's see, we'll have you on again. I think we're going to check in quarterly, right? So it'll be about
Right.
3 months or so. So, okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Look forward to
And
that.
thank you again, Greg.
Yeah,
Yep.
you bet. And thanks for coming on and giving us that information. And we look forward again when we talk again here on the Chatter program. So, all right, have a great weekend.
All right. You too.
Yeah, we'll see you.
Bye.
And welcome back to the Carrington Cardinal Community Chatter program right here on yourliveevent.com, brought to you by the Carrington Chamber and CVB. And right now we're glad to be joined by Corean Swart. And Corean is the Foster County Veterans Service Officer here in Carrington. And Corean is joining us here on the Chatter program to fill us in on what she does and her, the services offered for veterans and everything. So I think it's really important here to get this out, and we can kind of talk about what Corean does. So thanks, Corean, for joining us here. We're going to probably check in once a month with you here on the Chatter program, and so you'll let us know what's all happening with the veteran services. So first up, you kind of want to give a history about the program, correct?
Yes, thanks for the invite. And I thought because I'm a very small office and people really don't know what I do, that would be a good place to start, Greg.
Okay, yeah, so let us know some history.
Okay, as Greg said, my name is Corean Swart, and I have been in this office since 2008. The County Veterans Service Office is written into the Century Code that each county and each tribe must have a County Veterans Service Officer. The office is funded by county property taxes. And then each county can decide what they want on, if they want full-time, if they want more than one, if they want part-time, half-time. So my office is part-time, and my office hours are Tuesday afternoons, 12:30 to 4:30, and then Wednesday mornings, 9 to 11:30. And they are always adjusted if someone needs to come in at a different time. To have the job, you need to be accredited with either the North Dakota Department of Veterans Affairs or the National Association of Counties. And to get accredited, you have to have a background check by the Office of the General Counsel, which the VA does. And then you have to pass a test on veterans law and then VA procedures. And then each year I have to have 16 continuing education units. So because mainly that the law changes so much and the benefits and who you ask and how you ask. So the North Dakota Department of Veterans Affairs does a spring training and a fall training. And that is a 36-hour training. And then I do training online with the National Association of Counties once a year, and that is online now. COVID, of course, changed how you do business there. And then I do a lot of, I'll call it piecemeal training. So if there's something that I think is going to be good, say suicide or specific health issues, finances, all kinds of different things that I think will benefit my veterans or I need to know, I do those online. Court cases is another big one on what precedence is, so you can argue, written argument. I don't do lawyer stuff, but I still have to know the law. And then I should probably say that my office isn't just for the veterans. It can be for the families or the survivors of veterans. So I could deal with health issues in the morning, and right before lunch, I can deal with a pension issue or a Gold Star family. So my day is not set out for me. I can always say, oh, I'm going to work on this, I'm going to work on this, but whoever walks in, that's what I'm dealing with. You can schedule an appointment at my office, but it's walk in and first come, first serve. So sometimes I might have 6 people who come in, and other times I might not have anybody come in. It just, like I said, it varies so much. When I first started, I dealt a lot with World War II veterans and Korean veterans. And of course, those populations have, passed on or narrowed down. So I would say within the last 5 years, I started dealing a lot with Vietnam veterans and their issues. And I have very few, I'll call them Gulf War veterans, but my age of a veteran and younger, because of course, the ones that were deal with a lot of health issues, of course I see them. But the ones that, are still young and their body isn't hurt or they don't have health issues, I don't see them as often. The PACT Act has kind of changed that to where it has brought in a different or a higher volume of people to try and get them into the healthcare system. And a lot of the younger people who have served over there are starting to get cancers. So that kind of changes what I deal with too. I should say that I help people navigate both the federal and state benefits that are available. And that can be compensation for health issues, pension for, it's usually elderly people that are poverty level income and trying to get them a little bit of extra income. Getting people enrolled in VA healthcare, and educational benefits is another thing that I try and help them navigate too. So when I first got this job, there were about 5 females that worked with the 52 within the 52 counties and 3 tribes. And everyone who was a CVSO was a veteran. That has changed to where there's numerous females, and now a lot of counties have allowed non-veterans to serve as a county veteran service officer. And I guess one of the things is you just have to be very knowledgeable in a lot of areas. And if you don't know it, you know who to ask for it. So, as in any job, if you don't know it, you'll find the answer and get back to them, So when I first started, I had to attend the American Legion meetings and the VFW meetings to give a monthly report. And with all the difficulties that we've had throughout the years, the VFW doesn't have a monthly meeting. And in the last year, the American Legion has made it a monthly meeting. So they're really starting to progress, I guess is the right word for that. When I first started going to these meetings, everyone, mostly the auxiliaries, didn't understand why I wasn't going with them in their separate meeting. And I was hanging out with the veterans because they didn't understand that I was actually a wartime veteran. So I think it was frustrating for quite a long time for both of us, but we worked through it. So let's see. I just thought that I would give some statistics that I looked up. And then as of 2023, there are 55,000 registered veterans in North Dakota, and 5,608 are women. And the reason why I use registered is because that means that they are getting some type of benefit from the Veterans Affairs, and whether it be compensation, pension, healthcare, education, because the VA tracks those numbers. I have a program where I can do some reports and generate like how many veterans I have and whether they're Vietnam veterans or Gulf War or Korea. I think the last time that I got a report from the VA, and I would say around 2023, because it takes them a while, is that I had over 250 registered veterans in our county. But I do work with veterans. I've had a couple from like Eddy County or from Wells County, because Sykeston is right there and they come to town to do healthcare or whatever. So nobody's turned away, you know, which also is in the reverse. If somebody doesn't like the answers I give them, or they think I'm too slow because I'm part-time, they'll go look somewhere else. And we all kind of just work together, we being the veteran service officers, because we don't turn anybody down. I work with the food pantry, the community options, the auxiliaries give me gift cards. So this office really does try to help in any way that they can, you know, that they need. Sometimes people just don't qualify for anything, but I try really hard to make sure they qualify for something. So my telephone number is 701-652-2170. I have voicemail. I don't always get back to you within a week. Sometimes it's 2 weeks, just because I'm part-time and depending upon if I'm at training or I'm dealing with somebody. I never ignore anybody. My email is cswart@nd.gov, and call me if you need any help, and I look forward to putting out more information. I'm done.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much, Corean. Yeah, that's some great services there, some great information. The stats there you got for us was, you know, the 55,000, and you know, that's some really incredible stuff. And now you're located in Carrington here in the Foster County Courthouse too, right? That's where you're located at?
I am.
Okay.
For the whole past year, I was upstairs on the 3rd floor due to remodel. So as of Friday, I'm downstairs in the general area of where my old office was. It's not up to speed. My telephone isn't working, and all the other stuff, files and all that, have to come down. But yeah, start out at the basement looking for me, and if you don't find me, head on upstairs. And there is an elevator. So that's the most handicapped thing. If you don't use the elevator, you have to come in the main door because of the security doors now. So
Okay. Well, good deal. Well, thank you so much. Anything else we got you on here to add at all, or?
no, I think I covered everything here at the beginning. We'll see how it works and go from there. Oh, I do have one. If they have any topics or questions, I thought that they could just email me or give me a phone call and talk to me, and I'll see if I can address that then.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much. And
Thank you.
yep, thanks for doing this. And we're going to plan to have you on once a month. Usually, I think we're going to try and shoot for the first Thursday of the month. To
Okay.
have you here on the chatter program. And so we can, everybody can look forward to that. And yep, and we'll talk again in May, when hopefully all the snow and all that stuff is gone, right?
Agreed. Thank you, Greg. I appreciate it.
Yep, you bet.
You
All
have
right,
a good
day.
afternoon.
Yep, we'll
Bye.
see you.